I watched Dark Side of the Ring, the Macho Man and the Bret Hart one yesterday.
Yeah.
And he was just like full of just like, oh yeah, you know, WCW are great, blah blah blah. I didn't do anything wrong. No, that's not true. We all know that's not true.
Yeah. But it didn't last very long, did he?
No.
Oh. Like a week.
Yeah.
Properly.
Yeah.
No, it was longer than that, wasn't
Well,
no. He was announced in June, the same time as Heyman, and Heyman took over Raw more or less immediately.
Oh.
But we don't really know whether or not Bischoff's even really been doing much at all.
Alright, fair enough. And what was he supposed to be doing?
He was supposed to be in charge, like overall creative control of SmackDown.
Writing, like producing everything.
Yeah.
Mm. Well,
Anyway.
speaking of grappling, let's do a podcast.
Yay!
And I'm just going to do an audio reminder here for you, Stuart, just to remember, use Warren's sounder.
Damn. We're recording a good podcast tonight. I don't know about you, but it feels prime time for some Quivia. The lights are low, the mood is set. The conditions are perfect for a quiz and some trivia to make sweet, sweet, sweet love. Now Nate is gonna read some facts in the form of a question, and MJ better know how to act. Some ice cream. Ooh, Nate, that last one you read was sounding tight. And that guest you got on, oh, are they sounding right? My money's on Stu if I had to bet, because he's great. Chocolate sauce, but it's all just fun and games, I guess. Cause it's a game of strawberry rhubarb. If I could, I'd dip you in a vat of some delicious drips. But Quivia ain't got time for that. Cause it's a game of Quivia. Man, does that shit sound tasty. I wanna dip my fingers in it, lick underneath the fingernails in like a sexy but not gross sort of way. It's a little hotter knowing that you've given me proper and adequate consent for my advances. Next up, your face is the best place for first base. I really just want to eat a sandwich and a burger. So delicious.
Guten Tag and welcome to the 2019 Quivia special for FRUK Unwrapped. Last year, David Goss triumphed over adversity when he managed to snatch a win from the jaws of defeat and sealed his place in the Champion of Champions show. Tonight is the second semi-final, a mere year and a bit later, and we have three new competitors ready to battle it out for the title of Brain of Quivia, open brackets, official, close brackets, full stop. Let's introduce them. First is a man who dominates the mini Quivia rounds from our regular shows every 2 weeks, showing off his intellect and the wide range of knowledge he has amassed over the years. Unless he loses, in which case he just shits all over the guessing game. It's Stuart Bullock.
Hello, Nathan. Hello.
How are you?
I'm good. The game is up.
The game is up. This is, you know, you after the last Quivia special, there was a lot of shit talking about how it didn't really count and that you were the official Brain of Quivia, and this is where your King of the Ring, so to speak, tournament begins.
I will, however, get my excuses in early in case I need them later on. What you have done is you've decided to put me up against a well-known and proven quiz cheat. So.
Whoa! Let's this is
proven.
This has got spicy early on.
Proven. Wow.
Next up is a man who over the next hour or two is hoping that he can bake up a big win, and not to make a meal out of it. Hopefully by the end he is going to show that he is one smart cookie. Please welcome to the show, Sam Patrickson Roberts. Hi Sam, you're not
Hey.
Richard at all.
how are we doing? That's me, but not him.
Yeah, you were supposed to be Rich, but Rich couldn't make it, so
I wish I was rich.
don't we all? Fucking hell. Jesus Christ, the boy gets about. How are you, Sam?
I'm really good, really good. I think I was saying before, I'm the lowest scoring Quivia scorer ever. So I mean, this should be my redemption, right?
Oh, we shall see. I mean, you've obviously since then you've dominated some WhatsApp quizzes that the fans won't know about. So, you know, maybe this is your redemption, mate.
Yeah, get to prove myself.
Good man. And our final guest is used to being in a group that has excluded Michael Jameson. He is hoping he doesn't clam up or come up short tonight when he renews his rivalry against Stuart Bullock. Say hello to my little friend. It's Chris Clements.
Thank you.
How are you, Chris?
I'm good, thank you, Nathan. How are you?
Not too shabby. Are you looking forward to smashing Stuart's mental face in?
I'm looking forward to playing with Sam, metaphorically, obviously, and Stuart's here. Great.
Excellent. I love that the shit talking has begun so early on. Well, guys, we have a Quivia special to get through tonight. I've got 5 rounds for you, and I'm going to give you the first one, if that's all well and good with you.
Give it to me.
It is. The first round is general knowledge.
Right.
Okay.
We have 5 questions,
Great
and
number.
what I forgot to say to you is, if it is possible for you, are you all able to message me if I ask you a question?
I mean, Sam will struggle because obviously he's going to be very busy using his phone during the Quivia.
Yeah, if I ask you a general knowledge question, rather than us obviously just openly debating it, are you able to send me your answers?
Yeah. Where would you like
I can
it?
do
Would
that.
you like it on WhatsApp or?
WhatsApp or Facebook, whatever's easiest for you.
Okay.
I've sent you a WhatsApp just to test it works. Did you read it out, please?
Yeah, it says, "I hate Stuart."
Fair. I would agree with that, Nathan. Yes. Okay.
Excellent. Sam, is that all right with you as well? Oh, Sam is also saying he hates Stuart. Oh no, he says, "Love you, Nate, Daddy." So that's now out into the ether. And Stuart said Chris is a prick. This is good. This is all good stuff. This is all great stuff for the listeners. All right then. Right. So not on all of the rounds, but in this round in particular, I'm going to ask you to send me your answers on WhatsApp, and then we'll read them out. Okay. So 5 general knowledge. Yeah, absolutely. Here, silence. General knowledge. 5 questions. Here we go. Vinny the Dander. Now, a dander is a cross between a dog and a panda.
Correct.
Vinny the Dander is the #1 fan and spokesperson for which food company?
Okay. I mean, who the fuck knows this?
Me, Christopher, I know this.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
it's more a case of who doesn't know it,
Yeah.
and it's you.
Okay.
Do you want a piece of unrelated trivia while Nathan collects the answers? Tonight.
No, I'd literally rather have dead air than listen to him talk.
Oh, do you know what? You'll feel really bad about saying that when I tell you what it was. Just before I came to get ready for the podcast, told my son that he needed to go to bed so I could get ready for the podcast. And he said, "Who's your guest on the podcast?" So we've got 2 guests tonight. He said, "Who are they?" I said, "Chris Clements," and he went, "Yes."
Correct. Just because I don't like you doesn't mean I don't like Theo. Theo is like the Don.
What did you say? When
Shoes off. Sorry.
No, go on.
I was going to say, it's shoes off if you hate Bullock Stew, not Theo.
What did you say when you said that Sam was coming on?
Who?
Correct. Right, number 2. According to history, what fruit grew on the tree that George Washington cut down?
Who's eating crisps?
They're not crisps. They're there was wasabi peanuts.
Question 3. What type of peanuts are Stuart? No. What L is a brand of tea that originated in Ireland?
I think I've realised I've just got the second question wrong, and it's because of
talking.
Day of the Tentacle, the 1990s PC computer game.
Almost tempted to give you half a point for that one. Okay. And just waiting for Sam to finish on Google.
Repeat the question.
Hey,
Google,
hello Google.
What L is a brand of tea that originated in Ireland?
There is
No idea.
a massive
No
cobweb
idea.
in my room.
Okay, brilliant. Great.
I
great
didn't realise snacks were allowed. I'd have prepared better.
Do apologise, it's brain food. 4. What is the most religious of breakfast cereals?
Oh my god.
Oops. Ah! Just destroyed the Millennium
the
Falcon. The most religious of breakfast cereals. We'll go for that. We'll go for that. We'll go for that.
Okay.
Who are we waiting for?
Brilliant. We're just waiting for Chris.
Nope.
Yeah, hold on 1 sec. It's not even a cereal.
Oh God, what is it? Fry up. Brilliant.
Thank you.
Amazing. Right, and the final question. Which tea is a kind of fruit that kids might expect to receive in their stocking on Christmas morning?
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Wait, what?
I'll take 5.
What
What
tea?
tea?
As in
Right,
the letter
so
T.
Yeah, I
Which
thought like
No, not-
tea. Like
No, not two questions
I'm just a
regarding tea.
PG.
Yeah.
yeah.
Which tea is a kind of fruit that kids might expect to receive in their stocking on Christmas morning? Okie dokie. Right, I think we've got all the answers then.
Amazing.
Let's go through these. Right then, Vinny the Dander is the #1 fan and spokesperson for Fox's Biscuits.
Correct.
Oh, bullshit.
Stuart's the only person who got didn't know and said Panda Express, which is a decent shout, I guess, if you don't know.
Thank you.
And Sam said McVitie's Biscuits. He got Biscuits, but he didn't get the right brand, unfortunately. Number 2, according to history. Yeah, according to history, what fruit grew on the tree that George Washington cut down? It was cherries,
Oh, bullshit.
not kumquats or whatever it was. Nobody got. Oh no, sorry, Sam got that right.
Oh, I'm so annoyed.
Unfortunately, not peaches.
It's alright. It's Google. It's Google.
Okay. What L is a brand of tea that originated in Ireland? It was Lyons.
Oh, what?
No. Lipton's.
Question number 4. I think we had 2 Liptons, and I think somebody said, what did Sam say? Leroy's, which is definitely could be a Leroy tea out there. Who knows? What is the most religious of breakfast cereals? My favourite answer. Well, actually, Sam's was cornflakes because they stop you from beating the bishop. Great reference. And Chris's one of poke tarts, also a great reference. But Stuart's the only person who got it right, which was Quaker Oats.
Can I ask, why is it Quaker Oats?
Quakers,
because
isn't it?
Quakers
Religion.
is a religion. Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
And finally, what tea is a kind of fruit that kids would expect to receive in their stocking on Christmas morning? Tangerine, which everybody got correct.
Yay!
So at the end of that round, sorry.
Oh, 1.
Well, Chris, I'm going to give you all a bonus point for this, or a bonus question on this. So, can you, to get double whatever you scored so far,
Correct.
can you tell me what connects those 5 questions? I'm going to give you 30 seconds. Bit of dead air, so I'm just going to do some
Yeah. Yeah, got it.
Done.
Do.
Right. That was 30 seconds or more, probably. So we have an early leader. The answer was that all 5 answers were football nicknames.
Correct.
We had Foxes, which is Leicester.
Leicester.
Cherries.
Hold on, that's a answer. It's not the answer.
Well, I mean, admittedly, your answer of they were all
Was
questions
correct.
I asked you is in essence correct.
Yes, it is.
You're not strictly wrong. However,
What do these all have in common? Nathan asked me. That's what I answered.
well, it's I almost feel like I want to give you the double point for that.
Correct.
How many did he get right anyway? First
1.
time. Oh, just double his points then. Like it matters. Triple his points, Nate. Go mad.
Do it. I can't wait to beat him by 1 and then go mad.
Fingers crossed. Anyway, Foxes are Leicester, Cherries Bournemouth, Lions. I don't know why I'm saying Lions, like weirdly there, but Lions is Millwall, Quakers is Darlington, and Tangerines is Blackpool. So
Quakes Darlington.
yeah,
Is it?
yeah.
You sure?
I have zero football knowledge, so I was never going to get that
Sure
one.
about
So.
that, Nathan?
Who do you think it is?
I thought it was Rotherham.
No, they're the Millers, mate.
Oh yeah.
So after that round, Stuart has 6, Chris, because I'm feeling delightful, has 2, and Sam also has 2. We are on to round number 2, which I have lovingly entitled K Calculus.
Lovely.
I've given you 3 just random days of my life and my breakfast, lunch and dinner, and all I need you to tell me is how many calories have I consumed in that day.
Brilliant.
It's going to be nearest first, and again we're going to go to the phones for this so that there's no one-upmanship or one-downmanship, depending on how you want to play. Okay.
Well,
So day 1.
yep.
I don't know if you want to write this down or keep a memory check. Breakfast. I had 2 medium bananas, 240 mils of orange juice, 100 gram bowl of Rice Krispies with 100 mils of semi-skimmed milk.
Is that what you really at?
No, none of this is true.
Oh right, that's a big bowl of Rice Krispies, Nathan.
Yeah, I know. Okay, so I'll give you the whole day, so I don't want it per whatever. Okay. For lunch, I had a BLT sandwich from Tesco, pre-packed, 32.5 gram bag of ready salted crisps, and a bottle of water. And then for dinner, I had a Tesco microwavable chicken jalfrezi and rice, a garlic and coriander naan, and 2 cans of generic beer.
440 ml cans.
I've got 3, 5, 6, but yeah.
We do it per day?
So I want you to give me the calories for that day, please.
Okay.
Can you go first?
Yeah.
If you're going to send it on WhatsApp. So there's no trickery.
13.
I mean, by trickery, do you mean me just saying +1 to his answer?
Yeah,
Because
basically.
that's
Yeah. So
exactly what I was going to do.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm
I'll
trying
go
to avoid.
-1 and we'll trap him.
Ah, so he has to get it dead on.
Yeah.
I love your thought pattern, Sam.
Got it.
Okay. Definitely don't have it.
This is definitely a pre-diet day.
This is something's happened here, which is I fucking love. Right, we'll come back to it in a minute. So, let me we'll do the marks in a second. Right, day 2. A white coffee with no sugar. This is breakfast, obviously. A white sugar with no coffee. So, no. White coffee, no sugar.
White sugar with no coffee.
I just had a sugar cube.
Milk and sugar for all.
Delicious.
I'm a very peculiar person. A white coffee with no sugar. An almond croissant. 2 slices of white toast, lightly buttered. So that's my breakfast. My lunch was a Greg's sausage roll, a Belgian bun, and a 500ml bottle of Coke. That's Coca-Cola, not cocaine. Yeah.
I know this.
And finally, for dinner, I had a Big Mac, medium fries, and a medium strawberry milkshake.
Right. I'm using the calculator here, not Googling.
That's fine. I don't mind people
Just
using
write numbers. Just write numbers.
It's the best advice.
Done it.
It's closest to, right?
Huh? Closest
closest
to.
to.
Yeah, it will be. It will be
Yeah.
closest to. Yeah. Don't worry. And it should be noted there are 3 points for closest as well, just to make things interesting. Day 3.
Expecting 6 then.
I went full out on day 3. I couldn't be
Good man.
fucked with any of that food. I went for a belly buster fry up in the morning with 4 rashers of bacon, 2 sausages, 2 fried eggs, a can of beans, a slice of toast, a slice of fried bread, mushrooms, and fries.
Lad.
For lunch, I had a 12-inch Italian BMT sub 9-gram bread plus Southwest sauce from Subway, with a chocolate donut and 2 500ml bottles of Coke. And finally, I had a large stuffed crust Super Supreme pizza from Pizza Hut with garlic bread with cheese and 1.5ml bottle of orange Tango.
1.5 mil.
1.5ml, yeah.
Right.
I feel you up.
That's a big bottle of Tango, that, Nathan. How did you manage that?
What do you
It's
mean?
fine. I've made up a number.
I didn't down it in one.
Did you know how many sips did it take you to finish your 1.5 mil bottle of Tango?
Shush. I believe you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Chris, do you want to have a second stab, mate?
I mean, it's a number. I
All right,
might have
fair
made
enough.
it up.
All right,
But
fair
it's a
enough.
number.
No. You stick with it, mate. If you want to keep, if you want to keep that,
It's fine.
if you want to keep that nerdy number, you go for it.
Properly.
Who are we waiting for?
Christopher
Just waiting for Mr. Clements.
I'm reasonably confident on calories until we did
I just made this up.
So-
I've got no points.
when we did the healthy eating episode and we had Stu Norman so on,
Yeah.
and it just showed me that I haven't got a clue.
Well, I mean, as you heard from the one that I did with them, like it's the same. They asked me about calories, and I had no idea. And
No.
just some of it's ridiculous. Like you have to run a marathon to burn off a pizza and fucking 4 beers or something like
Yeah.
that. That's ridiculous.
Oh, I went on stag do this weekend and had a fry up on the Saturday from Weatherspoons, and I looked at the calorie count, and it was literally 1,800. That's literally almost all of the calories I'm allowed in one day in one meal.
Ridiculous.
Speak for yourself.
Oh, wait till your metabolism catches up with you, young man.
Right then.
I was a fat kid, but then God decided he actually liked me a lot. And I've eaten what I like since.
Oh, lucky you. Fucking shit. Why don't you talk about how young you are, you fucking bastard? Right, let's move on.
Can we deduct points for him being cocky?
Yeah, almost certainly. Right, day 1. Reminder: 2 medium bananas, 240 mils of orange juice, 100 grams bowl of Rice Krispies, 100 mils of semi-skimmed milk, a BLT sandwich from Tesco's, Reggie salted crisps, bottle of water, chicken jalfrezi and rice, garlic and coriander naan, and 2 cans of beer. Calories 2,551. So the closest on that one was Chris Clements.
Yes!
What?
By
Get
one-upping Sam. So Sam came through at 2,500. Bear in mind this is a blind bid. Sam came through at 2,500. Chris came through at 2,501. And then Stuart's was 3,500. So
You prick.
I mean, you'll see a running theme with my bids.
correct. Day 2. A white coffee, no sugar, an almond croissant, 2 slices of lightly buttered toast, Greg's sausage roll, Belgian bun, 500 mils bottle of Coke, Big Mac fries, and a milkshake. Comes in at, surprisingly, only about 100 more than that day 1.
Wow.
2,661 calories.
Wow.
The closest on that one. So Stuart went for 3,080. Sam went for 3,100. And Chris went for 3,501. So Stuart whilst not being particularly close, takes the 3 points.
I keep getting undercut by very small margins, and I don't like it.
And final day, bellybuster fry up with 4 rashers of bacon, 2 sausages, 2 fried eggs, can of beans, slice of toast, slice of fried bread, mushrooms and rice. Mushroom and rice. Mushroom and fries. A 12-inch Italian BMT, chocolate donut, 2 bottles of Coke, a large stuffed crust Super Supreme pizza, garlic bread with cheese, and 1,500 mils, I guess, is probably 1.5 litres. Let's go 1.5 litres. Let's go layman of Orange Tango. Comes out at 6,079 calories. The answers we have on that one. Well, Chris's first answer was 1,101. Because he is a nerd. But I did give him the opportunity to give me a correct number. He said 8,501. Stuart went with 7,100. However, taking the 3 points on this one was Sam with 7,000.
Oh, this is good.
Keep getting narrowly undercut. Oh.
I got beat by 1 and then 20. That's not fair. That's like a mouthful. It's a mouthful of food I got beat by.
After that round, we have Stuart on 9, Chris on 5, and Sam also on 5. Well done, boys and boy.
You're listening to FRUK Unwrapped. Please support us on Patreon so we can continue to make amazing content, including a recent video where we reviewed a £6 tub of ice cream. £6 Has he lost the plot? And our recent £30 room service breakfast. This guy's a fucking idiot.
Round 3. We are absolutely racing through these. Round 3. This round is entitled Pussy or Cock.
Pardon?
Sorry.
You heard me. It's Pussy or Cock.
Oh.
Excellent.
Fun fact, I've been working on a quiz show for quite some time, which was Pussy, Bitch or Cock, and the bitch obviously referring to something else. This is the perfect opportunity. So I'm going to give you, I've got here 12 things, and I'm going to ask you, are they pussy, a cat, or are they a cock? A cocktail.
Oh, God. Amazing.
Any deviation from the words pussy or cock will not be allowed. If you say to be cocktail, I will not allow you points. If you say to be cat, I will not allow you points. I want pussy or I want cock. Please give me your pussy. Please give me your cock. Okay. Now I've got 12 numbers here. You're all going to get a stab at these each. As in, sorry, it's not going to be, you're all going to be answering the same one. I'm going to ask you for numbers. You're going to get one, and you're going to have to tell me whether the one you've been given is, have I given you a pussy or have I given you a cock?
Right.
Okay.
So you want me to give it to you over Skype rather than WhatsApp?
Yes. Yeah. We'll do this one audio.
Right.
Everyone's had to listen to some typey. Okay. Let's listen to some shouty.
Yeah.
Just like you do through chat roulette.
Absolutely. Yeah. You're hoping for pussy. It's always cock. Right. We're going to start with the person in last place, which is both Chris and Sam. But we'll go with Sam because he's getting undercut. Sam, can you please give me a number between 1 and 12?
11, please.
11. Could you tell me, is Bijou, is that a pussy or is that a cock?
Look at your little face.
Bijou is pussy.
Is pussy. Okie dokie. Next, Chris. Give me a number between 1 and 12, but not 11. Chris?
Yeah, hello.
Yeah. Chris, mate. Can you give me a number between 1 and 12, but not 11?
9.
Number 9. Cymric. 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 Pussy or cock?
Cock.
Why didn't I get it spelt for me? That could have helped.
Oh, I keep getting no spellings. Stuart.
3.
3. Henchata. Hennchata. Henchata. Pussy. Cock.
Pussy.
Okay. We're back to Samuel. Number between 1 and 12, but not 11, 9, or 3.
Numero uno.
Okay. Abyssinian. 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 Pussy. Cock.
Pussy. Again.
Sam's all about that pussy tonight. Right. Okie dokie. We're back to Chris. So anything but 1, 3, 9, or 11.
2, please.
2. Vieux Carré. Vieux Carré. So that's VIEUX space CARRE. Vieux Carré. Cock or pussy? Cock. If I, out of interest, if I were to say to you, Chris, a Stuart Bullock.
Both.
He's a pussy cock.
Oh.
So, right, okay. Stuart,
7.
can you please...
Love your shirt.
Havana Brown. Havana Brown. HAVANA. Havana space Brown.
Pussy.
Pussy. Okie dokie. And we're back to Sam. 4, 5, 6, 8, 10, 12.
12, please.
12. Wolfram. 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 Not to be confused with Wolfram and Hart from the very popular Angel TV series from the late 90s and early 2000s.
Very popular?
Angel? Oh, very popular.
Really?
Never seen because I was a
very
child.
Yeah.
I mean, certainly a spin-off from Buffy, which was hugely popular and very much a groundbreaking TV show that many shows in science fiction and popular culture would draw its influence from.
Yeah, I'm not sure that Angel was quite as popular.
Well, it wasn't as popular, no. I'll concede on that point. However, it was a hugely popular TV show. Sorry, Sam. Wolfram. Pussy or cock?
Cock. We'll go for cock.
Cock. Sam has, for the first time tonight, he's gone for cock. And we are back to Clements. So you've got 4, 5, 6, 8, or 10.
10, please.
10. Korat. Spelled very much like Borat, but with a K.
No, pussy.
Always safe choice to go with pussy. Am I right, gentlemen? And
4,
Stuart.
please. 4.
4. Horse feather. Not horse feather.
Oh, I see what you did there.
No, it's actually a horse feather. And I can confirm this isn't a horse.
Cock.
Is that me or is that your answer?
Both.
Okie dokie. And finally, final round. Sam, 5, 6, or 8?
8, please.
Oh, very much like you, young man. Adonis.
Oh.
Is that pussy or cock?
Oh, fuck. Pussy.
Sam, it's 50-50.
Yeah.
Pussy. Okie dokie. And Chris, your final pick, 5 or 6?
5, please.
5. Burman. So imagine the film Birdman, but without the letter D. BIRMAN.
Pussy.
Pussy. Okay. And finally, Stuart, 6 or 6?
6, please, Nathan.
6. Singapura. Singapura. SINGAPURA.
Pussy.
Pussy. Okie dokie. Well, I didn't remember all the ones you actually did for yourself, so we'll just go through the scores. We'll go through the names. Abyssinian is pussy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Vieux Carré is cocktail.
Correct.
Henchata, cocktail. Horse feather, cocktail.
Yes.
Burman, pussy.
Correct.
Singapura, pussy.
Correct.
Havana Brown, pussy.
Yes.
Adonis, cock, obviously. Simric, pussy. Korat, pussy. Bijou, cocktail. Wolfram, cocktail. After that, pretty successful round, really. There's only 4 incorrect answers across the board there. Sam unfortunately got 2 of those, so he is. Listen, he knew more about his cocks than he knew about his pussy, and that's fine. It's 2019. So he sits on 9 points. Chris got 3 correct, and it was 2 points of correct answers. He gets 6 points. That's 11 overall, sitting him in second place. And Stuart also got 3 correct. That's another 6 points to put onto his 9. That is 15. So after round 3, Stuart is with 15, Chris is with 11, and Patrick Robertson is 9 points.
In Sam's defence, it doesn't help when Nathan makes references that were of TV that before Sam was born.
That were nothing to do with the question.
Well, it had nothing to do with the
It
question.
just throws him off. Just throws him off. It's not fair.
Like, what is this ancient TV?
All right, Peter.
Was it black and white?
Just because me and Sam are young and you two are old as shit, it doesn't really help matters, does it?
Mate, you cannot latch on to Sam as being like the same age as you.
We both get ID'd. It's fine.
But yours is because of your height.
Correct.
I got ID'd on a scratch card the other day, which I thought wasn't that bad until
I've got that
about
beat.
4
It was on
hours.
a monster
About
drink.
4 hours later, I got ID'd for topping up petrol, which you have to be 13 to do. Apparently, be 13 to buy petrol, and I got ID'd for.
Were you driving the car at the time?
No, I don't drive. That's the worst part. Like, my sister was like, "Can you run in and pay?" I ran in. They was like, "Have you got ID?"
Hang on. Out of
shame.
interest, who did the filling up? Did you or your sister do the filling up?
Oh, I did the whole.
Was an adult
filling.
supervising?
Yeah.
I like the fact that they stopped you after you'd put it in the car. Like, what was you going to be able to do? Like, suck it back
shit.
out?
Can't pay for that now.
Yeah.
Got
Put it back
straw.
in.
Oh wait.
You can pump it, you just can't pay for it.
Fucking idiotic.
Hashtags, retweets, likes, comments, follows. This isn't any ordinary social media. This is Food Review UK social media. Come find us at facebook.com/Food Review UK, on Twitter at Food Review UK, and on Instagram at FRUKgram. Oh, and don't forget the main channel, Food Review UK on YouTube.
And anyway, after that nice little diversion, we are on to round 4, which I have titled Pintless. It means nothing because nothing about this is to do with fluids whatsoever, but it's Pintless because I've stolen the game show Pointless.
Amazing.
And pint is something slightly food. I couldn't come up with a better pun for this, I'm afraid. So Sam is unfortunately at a slight advantage on this, despite being in the last place, because Sam's actually taken part in this already. Over the last week or so, I've been contacting various individuals who are associated with the FRUK Unwrapped podcast, and I've been asking them for some information. Sam was one of those individuals, so I am going to have to penalise him slightly, which does feel a little unfair considering he's in third place, but unfortunately I can't.
Bullshit.
I've got to unfortunately give him a little bit of a penalisation, a penal, if you will. So what I've been doing is I've been asking various people for a voice note, a 60-second voice note, and asking them to name as many UK chocolate bars as possible.
Right.
I've collated all of their answers. I've put them together and seen which one is most and least popular. What I'm going to be asking you fine gentlemen is to give me the name of a UK chocolate bar. Whatever chocolate bar you give me, if it's on this list, you will get negative points depending on how many people said that chocolate bar.
What a format. Fantastic. This is why I came.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. So obviously the idea is to find one that is correct but pointless, in which case you lose no points. But the least you lose, the better you are.
Correct.
If you're wrong, obviously you'll get 10 points. I've asked 9 people across the board, so the maximum, if you get one of the chocolate bars on here, the maximum you can get is 9 negative points. If you get if you ask or give me a chocolate bar that is incorrect, i.e. it's no longer readily available, or it's not available in the UK, en masse, you'll get 10 points, or deduction of 10 points. And if you find a chocolate bar that isn't on this list and is a real chocolate bar, then you'll get nothing, and you'll sit wherever you want to be. With Sam, what I'm going to do is I am going to, whatever he says, he's going to get a -1. Nah, that's a bit unfair. We'll see how it goes. I'll decide what I'll do later.
How many people did you ask?
I asked 9 people. In fact, let's mention them.
I imagine you asked the people that weren't supposed to be on this.
Everyone apart from me, you, and Rich, surely.
Exactly.
Basically, that became a slight problem when I had to ask somebody to come on, and everybody had asked, basically. MJ, Reese, Laura, my good wife, Kelly, Gossie, Sam, Emma, Gopher, and Tony all took part in this. I could have asked Rich today, to be honest, since he dropped out, but I didn't. So,
Lazy quiz show host.
I did also ask Steffi. Unfortunately, she didn't get back to me in time, but Celebi.
So,
Right.
did you ask Kelly? Because I don't know any Northern chocolate bars.
Oh, good. Just to clarify, do any of you know Northern chocolate bars? Because that.
Oh, I'll have a Freddo for a 2-piece.
What was that voice?
Northern, like.
That's the second worst accent impression I've heard tonight, and the worst one was the one that I was doing before we recorded this podcast.
Fun little trivia: Mr. Sam is the person who gave me the most chocolate bars in 60 seconds. So you're up against it with him.
Correct.
Hence why I need to penal him. We're going to start with Stuart, seeing he's in the lead.
Right.
I'm going to need 3 from each of you. So there is some fairly hefty, fairly hefty penalising potentially here.
Right, can I ask some questions first?
Yes, you may.
Are these chocolate bars that are individual chocolate bars, or are these
Great
for
question.
a pound kind of deals?
Right.
Are these readily available? What's the deal?
Okay, so readily available stuff. They can't be sort of imports or anything like that. You know, it has to be something that you could fairly expect to see in
Buy
the
it
same
as an
Tesco.
individual chocolate bar.
As an individual chocolate bar. I do not believe there is anything on here other than like double fingers and stuff like that. As in you would buy them individually.
Easy, son. Buy me dinner first.
Right. Correct. Should be noted these are bars, not variation of bars. So, for example, a Reese's cup would not be allowed.
Yeah, understandable.
Yeah, and what else is there? Also, there are no. I've tried to be as untricky as possible. So there won't be cross-brand promotions. So, for example, dairy milk with Oreo.
Yeah.
But
if we say something that doesn't count, do we get the opportunity to replace it with?
No. You get 10 points.
Oh.
So if you. Yeah. No, rephrase that. If you say something that isn't within the parameters, yes, I'll give you a second chance. But if you say something that is a chocolate bar that isn't, say, it's out of production now or something like that,
Sam,
then
basically say nothing that you said already.
Correct. Yeah.
As a hint.
But the final clarification that I have got in here, different flavours of things.
Yeah.
So you can have a different flavour of something, but you can't have something where it's 2 companies are just bastardised together.
No.
So yeah.
Right.
Okay. So
good.
Stuart.
Do you want all 3 at once, or do you want to go one?
No. We'll do one.
Right. Let's go for the one that I think is my dodgiest, in that it had probably been mentioned. I'm going to go for the Maltesers Teasers bar.
The Maltesers Teasers bar. I won't tell you the answers until I've got everyone's pick. But you've gone for that one. Okie dokie. Okay, Chris, can you give me a pick, please?
Okay, I'm going to go for my favourite, which seems to be left off of most people's lists, the Cadbury Boost.
The Cadbury Boost.
What a terrible pick, Christopher. You don't understand this game,
no.
do you?
Sorry, did you take over the quiz? Because European doesn't count.
It's a great chocolate bar, but everyone will have said the Boost. Everyone.
Absolutely not.
Everyone.
Sam, what did you say?
Sam,
Did you say boost?
Sam,
I may have.
God
What
damn
is
you,
it?
Sam.
What?
Right, so you got to tell me if this counts. Milky Way, but the crispy rolls variation.
Crispy rolls. Yeah, they count.
There's somebody that would have said them, but it was somebody you didn't ask because I imagine Rich would have said it, but Rich wasn't asked, so Rich loves them. Rich was about putting them in a cookie, which would just be incredible.
No, they count. They, to me, that's a chocolate bar.
Yeah.
Back to you, Stuart.
Let's go for the Nestle Crunch.
The Nestle Crunch.
Yeah.
Okie dokie. Back to you, Chris.
I'm going to go for
Dairy
the
milk.
Caramac.
Oh, that's not a
Carrot.
bad shout, you know.
Okay.
That is not a bad shout.
I think I said carrot.
I can tell you afterwards what Sam said. In fact, let's find out what Sam says now. Sam, what's your second pick?
It's actually my favourite chocolate bar, and I don't know. I think I didn't
Did you
say
say
it, at the
it,
time.
Sam?
I don't think I did, which is odd. It's Time Out bar.
Time out. Okie dokie. And final pick for Stuart.
Let's go for the Fry's Peppermint Cream.
The fries.
What? Sorry, what? What is that?
Old man chocolate bar.
It is an old man chocolate bar.
Right, that's not something. That's not something that's readily available out of the 1970s. Oh, sorry, that's not a valid pick.
It's very
Very
readily available.
No,
Yeah.
It is.
no, it
You
isn't.
see it.
Very much garage fonder. Chris.
Sorry.
Snickers, Nathan.
So we're only allowed like individual bars.
Mars
Yes.
bar.
That's it.
Yes. I don't know what's so difficult about that fucking question.
Because I don't buy individual chocolate bars. I don't know anyone that buys individual chocolate bars.
Well,
So what do you buy
quite
then?
a lot of people.
What'd you buy then? Multi-packs?
No, I don't eat that. I'm savoury, not sweet. Like,
Right, you do understand the concept that you can know about chocolate bars without buying them.
yeah, but the last chocolate bars I bought were the Morrison's for a £1 marathon bars that were rebranded from Snickers. Like, that's the first chocolate bars I've bought in like 10 years.
He walks down the sweet aisle with his hands over his eyes. He's like, I can't be.
No, I don't. No, I don't, Samuel. I walk down the sweet aisle and buy the Haribo. That's what the
Right.
sweet aisle is for.
I mean, do you want to pass? Do you want me to just give you 10 points?
Yeah, I'd like you to give me 10 points. Yeah, but lovely.
I'll deduct 10 points. You know what I mean?
Oh, no. That's not what you said, though.
No, I know it's not. I think.
I mean, this is a recorded podcast, so I can play it back to you if you like.
Come on.
Can I please say a Caramac bar?
Again.
Brilliant.
No. I'm going to go for a...
Be careful, Chris. I think someone said that. The worst part is, I'd already told you that I believe I'd said that, and you went, "Yeah, we'll go for that."
Okay, let's go for a Galaxy Ripple. I don't know.
A Galaxy Ripple. Brilliant. Never bought one. And finally, Sam. You had about 30 minutes to come up with one.
Yeah. See, earlier Stuart betrayed me. He said Nestle Crunch, which was what I was going to go for. Could I get away with saying a white chocolate crunch?
Why not?
Is that your answer?
Does it count?
Well, it's a chocolate bar.
Yeah, we'll go for that.
I will have to check it, though, because I've never heard of a white chocolate crunch.
No, I don't think so. I don't think they're readily available either.
I mean, they are a thing.
Deduct points.
Yeah.
White chocolate crunch bar. Well, they exist, but only on eBay, so that feels very much like that.
I mean, I've definitely picked them up in like ghetto newsagents.
I don't know if that's enough, though, mate.
We didn't say like how readily available.
Oh, I
if
think
I
we
wanted
know
to go
what-
out and get one, I could
I think
go
we
and get
know-
one in about 10 minutes.
I think we know what readily
Sam.
available means, though.
Right, pause the
Sam,
record. I'll be back
in your
10 minutes.
defence, Nathan has snaked
Oh,
you
mate, no, you
massively
can get,
right
you
here.
can get them
No, that's fine. Can I change it then? Can I change it if we're not going for
Mate,
that?
I've just found them on Asda, innit?
Have you?
Yeah. Oh, no,
Oh,
hang on. Unavailable in Asda, that says. Hancock's. I've got Hancock's Cash and Carry.
Yeah, that's the one. That is
Sure,
We're sorry.
Sure.
We're sorry,
Your
but-
regular haunt.
We're sorry, but the page
Yeah.
you are looking for cannot be found. These do not seem readily available, mate.
Yeah, I can't.
I definitely have had one recently. How recently? Debatable.
Yeah, mate,
Yeah.
you're only 12. Everything's recent to you.
I can't even argue.
I am, unfortunately, I think, going to have to cause that as, or treat that as unavailable, I'm afraid.
What? Can I change then? That's
No.
crazy.
No.
No. It's an incorrect answer, isn't it? I mean, that's the point, isn't it? I mean, it is a chocolate
fuck.
bar.
White chocolate crunch. You can definitely get it. I'm not giving up on this. Trusty
Right, well,
Google.
Well, if you're anything like Rich, I look forward to having this same conversation for the next 3 years. Right. Okie dokie. So, Stuart.
Correct.
You can get them on Amazon. Pack of 36.
For
You
20
said
quid.
that already, Sam.
Brilliant.
Chill out.
It's
So,
in Asda.
Stuart's first answer was the Maltesers Teasers bar, which only 2 people mentioned, so that's -2 for that one question.
Who mentioned it?
Gopher and Tony.
Pair of pricks.
Your second choice was the Nestle Crunch bar,
Correct.
which nobody said.
Yes, come on.
Pointless answer. A pointless answer. And
Sorry, hold on. It's only a pointless answer if it's available to buy as an individual bar. Correct.
Do you want to try and say an individual again, mate?
No, I don't. No, I don't.
Yeah.
That's not a thing. That's not a thing.
What, the Nestle Crunch?
Not an individual bar. No.
Yeah, it is. You can buy it from Sainsbury's for £1.
Not down south.
Well, you can buy it online from Sainsbury's for £1. It's here now. I'm on the thing.
Okay, you can buy mine from Amazon.
By the 36.
By the 36.
That's not like a single serving.
Nestle Crunch is
Fine.
legit a bog
Give him
standard
the
chocolate
point.
bar.
Just give me the fucking talking.
Give me the fucking point.
Right.
Getting really defensive about this.
Oh, Jesus.
Fuck's sake.
He's old, Sam. There you go.
This is the final quiz I ever do. Right, and your third answer was fries peppermint,
Correct.
which only one person said,
Which prick said it?
which was a fellow northerner, Kelly.
Idiot.
Well done.
So that's
Definitely more northern.
-1. So Chris said your first choice was, I believe, the Boost,
Yeah.
which
got fucked by Sam.
3 people said no. Sam didn't say it. My good wife, Gossie, and Gopher all fucked you. So that's -3 for you.
Excellent.
Your second choice was Karamak, which 2 people said, which was my friend Reese and Sam. Sam did say that one, so Sam did fuck you on that one. And your final one of Galaxy Ripple, which was 4 people said that, which was MJ, Reese,
Good.
Kelly, and Sam again. So that's -4.
This is fair. This is a good quiz.
I'm about to
don't know.
lose 10 points. That's
How is this not fair?
don't compare.
Right, and Sam, your first choice of crispy rolls.
Sam with his unfair advantage. Don't forget that, Nathan.
Yeah,
Sam
correct.
with his inside knowledge.
Yeah.
Sam with his inside knowledge. Crispy rolls, a pointless answer.
Hey.
So that was fine. Sam's second choice was the timeout. 1 person, which was Gopher, Luke. So that's -1. And then his unfortunately incorrect answer, which was the white chocolate crunch, which is -10. So you were doing really well, and all you had to do All you had to do was say a massively popular chocolate bar, and you would have been better off than you are. So, I'm sorry, Sam.
What was the worst answer to give?
The worst answer to give was... anyone got a guess?
An incorrect one. I guess you minus 10
Mars,
points.
Snickers, Dairy Milk.
It was Dairy Milk.
Yeah.
Dairy Milk was the only chocolate bar on the list that was mentioned by every single person.
And I'd have still been better off to answer that.
Yeah. Or Snickers and Mars both got 8 out of the 9. Emma didn't get either of those. Weirdly. Yeah, it's funny actually doing this. It's funny how many people... I said to them, Sam will attest, I said, look, I just need 60 seconds of your time. That's all I need. Can you just do me a voice note for 60 seconds that says all of these chocolate bars? Almost every single person started with, okay, 60 seconds, here we go. Literally wasting about 5 seconds before they'd even started listing chocolate bars.
I'll attest to that. That was me.
Yeah. Almost every single person did that. So,
in order to grow the Food Review UK podcast, we'd like to ask all our listeners and subscribers to drop us a review on their chosen podcast application. With your help, we could grow the podcast to such an extent that we had no need for the Food Review UK YouTube channel and its owner, Michael Jameson. There is a little favour that we'd like to ask of you. Just head on over to iTunes and leave us a positive review. 1,000 5-star reviews and MJ dies! Hurrah!
after those lovely scores, Stuart is on 12 points. Chris is on... He lost 9 points. He's on 2 points.
Pathetic.
And Sam is on minus 2 points. Unfortunately, Sam. And do you know what? I've decided I don't think I'm going to unfairly penalise Sam anymore.
Thanks.
I think we'll just let him go. Right, final round, boys.
Wait, what's Stuart on?
Stuart's on 12.
What's the maximum amount of points for this round?
Yeah, can we win? Is there any point?
Yep. You can massively win because in the next round we've got 18 questions. Each one's worth 5 points.
Amazing.
Excellent.
So everything up till now, pointless, really.
This is the real quiz.
Pointless.
Might as well all be on 0.
Might as well be, but equally
Let's
not.
put us all to 0.
He's still got 10 points advantage on at least one of you. Right. Our final round is returning from the last Quivia. It is earlier or later.
Amazing.
Last time round, I did popular restaurants and dining experiences. Today we have soft drinks, mainly soda. I have, as Stuart can see, I've got the Man v Fat Cup Champions Cup, which was used for my previous digging around. I'm going to give you a starter drink, and then from there I'm going to go through each individually, and I need to know whether the next drink I pull out of the cup was released earlier or later.
We pull the name of a beverage out of the cup.
Okay, right. Your starter is Lucozade, which was released first in 1927.
Crazy. It's a very edgy name for the 1920s, isn't it? With its Z and its Lucas.
Well, yeah, I mean, I some of these I did look at their original names. It's very possible Lucozade wasn't its original name, but I suspect not. So, Sam, can you tell me whether the next drink that I draw from the cup was released earlier or later?
I'm ready.
You
said the next one?
Yeah. Is it earlier or later than Lucozade 1927? Later. I feel for you, Sam. You've not had a good night. It's Tizer 1924. Literally 3 fucking years earlier.
It's just been marmited there, haven't they?
Oh dear, son. I don't think tonight.
Son.
Chris.
Yeah.
Earlier or later than Tizer 1924?
Later.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Stuart.
Unless it's water.
Earn Brew 1901.
And bro.
So I'm afraid that one's also earlier. I feel terrible, boys. Stuart, earlier or later than Earn Brew?
Later.
Laterer. Sprite, 1959.
Correct.
The travesty is Stuart's the only person on video, so you other two could think that I'm just lying about this, to be honest. I'm not.
The travesty is that she was the only one that was around for all of these drinks to be born.
I actually invented 50% of these drinks.
Correct. He just put spirits into them. That's all he did.
Sam, earlier or later than Sprite 1959?
Later.
Later up.
Mad lad. What a mad lad.
Vimto 1908.
Mad lad.
Fucking hell.
Oh, poor Sam at the start of the show. Oh, I'm going to redeem myself. I'm the worst ever Quivia player. Chris, earlier or later than 1908?
Later.
It's a good shout. And you got your first points of the round. Orangina, 1959.
Good.
No, 1935. Don't know where I got that year from. 1935.
Yeah, great year. Great year.
Stuart, earlier or later at the 1935 Orangina?
Later.
Right, not readily available in the UK, but hopefully people have heard of it. Mr. Pibb.
Yeah.
Or Pibb Extra, 1972.
Never heard of it.
You've never heard of Mr. Pibb?
No.
Basically Dr. Pepper, essentially.
Yeah.
It's a fairly popular drink. So 1972. Sam, earlier or later than 1972?
Earlier.
Oh, you couldn't make it up.
Can you hear the defeat in my voice?
Pepsi Max 1993.
Brilliant.
Oh. It's Chris, earlier or later?
Earlier.
It's a fair assumption, isn't it? Dr. Pepper, 1885.
Whoa.
It's fairly irrecoverable from here, Sam, just to let you know. Stuart, 1885, earlier or later?
Let's go later again.
It's a fair assumption, isn't it?
Yeah.
Cherry Coke, 1985, exactly 100 years later.
Sick things.
Sam, 1985.
I can see where this is going.
Cherry Coke, earlier or later?
Later.
You are a mad lad.
I'm really shocked.
Or something.
Yeah.
Coke Zero, 2005. Sorry, mate.
No, he's right.
Did you say later?
Yeah.
Yeah, I said later.
Oh,
Those are still the only fucking points I'm getting.
in 1985. You said later than 1985.
Yeah, I was convinced I was already done. I thought.
Oh, Jesus Christ, Sam. You pulled that one out, mate. Right, 2005. Chris, earlier or later?
Early.
It's a fair assumption. I'm not sure there's any major drinks. Sunny D, 1963.
Whoa. Cray.
Stuart, 1963.
I'm gonna
Pretty
go
middle of the road.
I'm gonna go earlier because there's a couple of big hitters still in the cup. Surely.
So what? Earlier.
Earlier.
What did I say? 1963.
Yeah.
Mountain Oive Dew, 1940.
Boom. In the face.
Sam, 1940. Earlier or later?
How many are left?
There are 6 left.
And surely 2 of them are
Later.
big hitters.
Yeah, later. We'll go later.
Later than, what was it, 1940?
No, mate.
Did I say?
No, mate.
1982. Diet Coke. Whoa. Don't call it a comeback. Because he's probably got no chance of winning.
Thanks, really.
Chris.
Name in the coffin.
Earlier.
Poor Sam. I feel so devastated for him. What did you say?
Earlier
than what did I say? 1982. Fanta, 1940.
There it is.
I mean, I'm not on camera, but if you could see my face, it would. Yeah.
Devastated. I'm sorry, mate. If you want to hang up, feel free. Stuart, earlier or later than 1940 or Fanta?
Earlier.
Earlier than 1940?
Yeah.
I'm afraid it's later, my friend. It's Apple Ties.
Dead drink.
1966.
Dead drink. He says, "Why you peanuts?"
Sam, 1966, earlier or later?
Nice. Earlier.
Earlier. It's Pepsi, Brad's drink, as it was originally known. 1893. See, 3 on the bounce, mate. Cheer yourself up. You know, be happy for once. Chris, 1893. What you saying? Earlier or later?
How many's left?
2. It's you and Stuart. Straight down the barrel of a gun.
One's Coca-Cola, which might predate that. So
I can see his face. I can see Nathan's face. He's nodding. Very vigorously.
earlier.
What have you gone? Earlier?
Earlier. 50.
Wow. For the listeners, just to recount that, 1893. Almost as long back as drinks were invented. And he's gone earlier than that. The only drink earlier than Pepsi surely was water. No, it was Coca-Cola in 1886.
Oh.
So that's 5. And Stuart, I mean, did you want to go earlier just for the bounce? Or?
Yeah, go on. Do it.
Well, if Chris says I should, later.
Well done. You've been tangoed. 1950. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's 25. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 25 and 3, 15. So Sam ends up with a very respectable 13. Chris ends up.
I'd say I've enjoyed myself, but I haven't. So.
Sam, likewise.
Yeah. Why do we get dragged into this? And also as a replacement as well.
Apparently they're our friends, Sam.
Yeah. They thought, let's get Chris on, and then Rich pulled out, and they're like, oh, we can humiliate them both. Let's get Sam on as well.
Yeah. We're both little. Let's pick on them. Brilliant.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm young. I'm not little.
Same thing. Youth, height, same thing.
You keep telling yourself.
Go on, announce him as the fucking winner. Just get on with it.
What are you doing?
Chris has 27.
Correct.
But winning with a very good 37 is Stuart Bullock. Well done, Stuart.
I got 37?
Yeah.
In a row?
Wait, what did I get? Remind me.
You got 13.
And Chris got
27.
So even without my crunch answer, I'd have still lost effectively.
Sam, you were shit, mate. You were shit. To be fair, I was bad. You were shit.
Yeah. Yeah. I won't deny that. I was awful. But I'll make a comeback.
Yeah.
Next year.
Maybe I'll bring you back for the third and final one and give you a chance. Probably won't. Thank you guys for joining me. I hope you've enjoyed it more than you're saying you've enjoyed it, because I do actually have quite a sensitive ego, and I do kind of need to have some sort of assurance that I've made a good quiz. But we won't get into that on here.
All right, MJ, chill out. Fucking hell.
So, thank you very much for joining me. Thank you, Sam. Thanks for joining me and filling in at last minute.
Anytime. Literally anytime.
Can I just, word of advice, don't have a gin and go for a bath, mate, because I don't know if you'll end up coming out of it. So just slightly worried for your welfare at the moment, if I'm honest.
It's been fun. I'll message you guys when I feel a bit better. In about a week.
Narrator, and he never did. Chris, thank you also for joining me, and I hope that you enjoy the rest of your evening.
Oh, I will. Thank you, Nathan, and also thank you, Sam.
For what?
being in the quiz.
For making your
just thank you.
Not look as awful.
There's another person I won't say thank you to, because he's a horrible human being.
Fuck you, Stuart. Yeah, I mean, despite my score and Chris's score, we can both mutually agree on one thing, and that is fuck you, Stuart.
Yeah, correct. He's a mean-bearded individual.
He's old too.
Oh, he's an old, bearded, bald man who's just whooped a pair of you in a quiz.
No one said bold. No one said bold.
Wizard, essentially.
A wizard, did you just call me?
Yeah.
A quizzard, if you will.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah. The quiz.
I like that.
Yeah.
A quizzard. Should have stolen that. Stuart, any words on your resounding victory?
Thank you, Nathan. It was a wonderful quiz. It was wonderful. I appreciate the hard work that you put into producing yet another quiz for me to win. One that was very much based on skill and not in any way a guessing game. The quality of the quiz, I think, has only been matched tonight by the quality of my performance in the quiz. And if we take both of those things, they do outweigh and overshadow the terrible showing of Sam, which was embarrassing, and also the existence of Chris the Clem Clements, which is similarly embarrassing. Yeah.
Well, there you go. A worthy and humble winner, I think everyone will agree. Stuart, you move on into the final. We sort of semi-decided that we're going to probably have a champions and champions. So you've moved on. You've got Gossi as your first combatant competitor.
Yeah.
Do you think he'll offer you any more, competition than you had tonight?
Wouldn't have thought so. No.
Oh, okay. Sort of feel like I need to reach out to the guys on the chase and bring them on for the third round.
I reckon, Sean. I reckon I could definitely beat him in a quiz.
Sean, easily.
He's very poor, isn't he? I think Mark the
Yeah.
Beast Labette would be easy to distract. I think I'd intimidate him because he thinks he's an impressive man, but he's not met me. Obviously, either of the women won't be able to think straight when faced with
Wow.
with me. And that just leaves Paul Cinnamon Sinner, who's got his own problems at the moment, hasn't he? So
Yes. I'm not going to play it.
You know their names is impressive.
You're not a fan of the chase, Sam? Maybe if you watch
to know all their names.
Maybe if you watched a bit more daytime quizzing, you'd be better at quizzes, mate.
Take that advice on board. I'll make a comeback. I promise you now, I'll make a comeback. If I get invited back.
Yeah.
That minor detail.
Well, thank you very much all for joining me. It's been a great quiz. I've enjoyed it immensely. I do apologise that I've added to Sam's mental health problems, but hopefully he's a strong enough young man that he'll come back fighting. And Chris, he'll get on with it, mate. He's a good old lad. And that's it. Thanks all very much for listening, and we will be back in a couple of weeks' time for the 50th episode of FRUK Unwrapped.
Incredible scenes.
Thank you very much, Nathan.
Take care. Thanks for having me. It's been a pleasure.